Before I start talking about the actual art here, I just wanted to make a quick mention. This video is a non-functional pixel art piece, as in, you won't see this in a game, probably. So what I did here today was draw a pied dove. It's an absolutely gorgeous bird, you should look it up. Yeah, I started with the silhouette on this. As you could see, the first time I messed it up, I kind of wanted to keep it in the 32 by 32 box that I made with the grid, but in the end I decided to use it as more of a guide than anything else. So the palette that I'm using today is Bubblegum 16. It was definitely a challenge with this one. It didn't allow for a lot of shading, but I think it gave the bird a lot of personality. But yeah, very specifically though, I did the pied diamond dove. And technically the eye should be ruby red, and it does have the bright red eye ring around it. But for the sake of contrast, I went for a black eyeball on the bird. I did make the head a little bit too big. I, shrank it down a little bit by erasing a few pixels, and, it just slowly working it out and carving things away from the silhouette that I created. I'm not being particularly picky about my pixels on the wing area because, the spots and everything on the dove are kind of random. And from what little bit I know about them, their patterns and everything with the spots and the coloring are rarely ever the same from one bird to another. So you'll see that I've gotten creative with my colors because, as you can see, I only have so many colors that I can use on this. Like, technically my stick should be gray or brown, but you know what? Dark blue or dark green or something will do it just fine. Now I did add a bit of a darker variation just to give it a little bit more of an interesting look. And I'm going to make some changes on the little feet and, just whatever I can with this palette to keep it interesting and as detailed as I can with what limits I have. I actually chose this palette before I did the bird, and I didn't really think it through too heavily, but I think it worked out pretty well for it. I will say that the beak should probably not be hooked like that. It should be more straight. I did change that after I had recorded all of this, and I'll show a little animation that I made with it as well. So be sure to stick around for that. I thought it was pretty cute. It's nothing special, but fun. I think it worked out pretty well. It's pretty cute, actually. Thanks for stopping by. See ya!